on Colorton.
This is First and 10 on Color 10 Sports.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 4 of the high school football season in First and 10. Teams are starting to get into a groove in some schools tonight featuring rivalry games. Color 10's Matt Vereen was in Monett tonight for a special evening against 4th-ranked Lamar.
Yeah, Dan, coming in tonight's game against Lamar, Monett had a string of disappointments. They had close losses to Cassville and Mount Vernon that left them with a 1-2 record. Not to mention, they hadn't beaten Lamar in 9 years. But at practice this week, Monett told me they still had a lot of potential this season, and boy, did they show it tonight. Monett taking the field against visiting Lamar, but on a special occasion, the Cubs unveiling Richardson Field as the new home turf name in memory of legendary coach and athletic director Kinley Richardson. Monett broke in that newly named turf on a 40-yard drive, but then the Cubs have the ball stripped out in Tiger territory. Lamar falls on it, and they turn that into our first scoring drive. They go the distance, capped off here by a reverse to Wyatt Hull, 15-yard touchdown run, and it's 7-0 Tigers. Monett had 2 drives stall in opposing territory, but Ethan Umfleet, the sophomore, says no more. He's a school track record holder, and he sprints his way for a 22-yard gain and then ends the drive with an 8-yard touchdown catch. We've got a tie game at 7-7, 5 minutes left in the second half. Cubs would add a field goal from Alex Salas after for a 10-7 lead at the break, and that's when Monett's special teams entered Colt hero territory early third quarter. Salas from 42 yards, good to make it 13-7 Cubs. And at the end of the third quarter, Monett punting. Umfleet can't handle the snap, so he takes off instead past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tacklers. A 16-yard gain for the first down. That leads to a 1-yard punch-in from quarterback Carter Brink as Monett upsets Lamar in dominant fashion, 28-7.
It's huge. I mean, it's just a big confidence thing for our boys, we haven't beat them in 9 years, and maybe even 9 years of lower levels too, So for them to get a win tonight, it just gives them a ton of confidence.
Honestly, I was just mad that I dropped the punt. So I was going in, I was just thinking, I'm not going to not pick this first down up after I just fumbled that. So I just picked it up. And I honestly feel like that switched the momentum for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Umfleet not kidding about that being the play of the game. Without it, Lamar's only down 6. Instead, with the conversion, Monett goes up double digits and completes the upset 28-7. The Cubs now move to 2-2 in the record books. They will host Logan Rogersville next week. But for now, live from Monett High School, Matt Vereen, Ozarks First.
Thanks, Matt. Big upset there at Glendale tonight. The 2-1 Falcons looking for their 3rd straight win against Lebanon. The Yellow Jackets unbeaten at 3-0, and the Yellow Jackets are ranked 9th in the state in Class 4. And Lebanon would open the scoring when Quamir would plow it in from 1 yard out to make it 7-0 Lebanon. Only took Glendale just a few plays to strike back, though. The quarterback is Gavin Watts, throws into the flat to Chris Floyd. Floyd then takes it straight up the middle of the field, breaks a tackle there, goes 42 yards for a touchdown. It was 8-7 Falcons. Lebanon would mount a drive, though. The pitch to Cale Keegi, he would turn the corner and then scamper 30 yards down the far sideline for a 1st and 10, and that would lead to a 7-yard touchdown run by Isaac Ledbetter right here around the right side. That made it 15-8 Lebanon, and 9th-ranked Lebanon is 4-0 after a 40-20 victory. At Ozark tonight, it was the backyard brawl between 2-1 Tigers and 1-2 Nixa Eagles. Nixa would get on the board with some special teams play. Ozark, a 47-yard field goal attempt blocked. Nixa's Stephen Ward picks it up and goes 50 yards plus for the touchdown. 7-0 Eagles. Later in the second quarter, Ozark on the move. Chance Strickler rolls to his left, hits Ethan Pritchard with the pass. Pritchard picks up a tough 14 yards on the near sideline for a 1st and 10, and that would lead to this play. Strickler throws right this time to Thomas Rushing. He breaks a tackle right there, turns the corner, tiptoes into the end zone, a 28-yard touchdown. That made it 7-7 at halftime, and Ozark wins that big trophy, the backyard brawl, 20-14. Tigers are now 3-1. In Fairgrove tonight, the unbeaten Eagles hosting 2-1 Forsyth. The Eagles would open the scoring. The handoff to Cade Gallion. Now, because of the left side, weaves his way in from about 15 yards out and then dives into the end zone. That makes it 8-0 with the 2-point conversion. Then Fairgrove quarterback David Opletnik would go up top to Dominic Hoskins. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch, a 65-yard touchdown bomb. That makes it 15-0 Eagles. Later, Opletnik with the defense, he's in the secondary, picks off this Forsyth pass and then returns it right down the middle of the field, heading for the end zone, but he is pulled down just shy of the end zone. Next play, he hands it off to Hale Beckley. Beckley scores from 3 yards out, 21-0 Fairgrove, and Fairgrove runs its record to 4-0 with a 55-8 win over Forsyth. That's going to bring us up to our timeout here on First and 10. On the other side of the break, we'll check out highlights from Republic and Hillcrest. But first, here's a look at the local college football kickoffs for tomorrow. First and 10. We'll be right back.